I'm Mick Garris, and this is Trailers from Hell. You know, if you can have sequels to movies, you can certainly have a Trailers from Hell sequel. And I've talked about this lumpy vampire before, but let's do it again.
Who knows the evil force that rules the night? Who calls forth those terrors from beyond the grave to prowl its shadows?
The year was 1971, a time of social unrest, political upheaval, marching in the streets, and the return of an unfamiliar, somewhat stocky vampire named Count Yorga. It was when I was a teenager, dividing my time between protesting the war in Vietnam and gorging myself on horror movies at the Arrow Drive-In in beloved El Cajon, California. It was a well-rounded youth. The Return of Count Yorga was a sequel to 1970's Count Yorga Vampire, a movie so obscure nobody I knew at the time had ever heard of it. Robert Quarry made an unlikely leading vampire. He was not exactly your sexy, exotic European count. It was a bit of a break with tradition. It was an AIP movie, which was reason enough for me to check it out. But for me, most notable was Mariette Hartley as the female lead. She worked a lot in the 70s and 80s TV, and not so much in features. But when I was 18, friends talked me into going on the dating game. I was bachelor number 1, and I won, by the way. And Mariette Hartley was just leaving the set before my show was going to tape. So that was the moment my crush set in. Didn't last long, but long enough to encompass Return of Count Yorga. Anyway, it's a short, brisk, and very entertaining slice of 70s vampire Americana, and Mick Bob says check it out, even if it's just for the hairstyles and the chunky vampire.